So after the Fulham versus Manchester United game, to borrow the words of Ralph Rangnick, Manchester United need open heart surgery. Listen, Ralph told us, he was like, listen, this team needs open heart surgery. People are like, no, I don't know what he's saying. What is he talking about? Listen, after Manchester United's performance against Fulham, we need open heart surgery as soon as possible. Like, it's an emergency, ladies and gentlemen. It's an emergency. So, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about the Manchester United versus Fulham game and how Manchester United needs open heart surgery. It's an emergency. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about the Manchester United Fulham game. A lot of people have poured out their hearts. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of meltdowns because of what happened and how they played. I sat back and I was like, you know what? Let me seriously just look at things not from an emotional standpoint but from a logical standpoint. So let's get into the video for today, ladies and gentlemen, from a logical standpoint. Now listen, for me, we can't make an excuse that, oh, Hoyland is injured, Martinez is injured, Casemiro came out injured, Luke Shaw is injured. I don't think Manchester United we cannot stand on the fact that we have so many injured players. That's why we're playing horrible football. Yesterday, the performance was poor, below par. Like, without Rasmus, we looked so confused. Like, it was just astonishing. We looked so confused. Marcus Rashford up front offered us absolutely nothing. Rashford played the entire game and I did not see him once. Like, the whole time my mom kept asking me, is Rashford playing? And the whole time I was like, I have no clue. Like, he offered us nothing, right? So Manchester United without Rasmus Højlund yesterday were just confused. We had no tactics whatsoever. Like, our performance yesterday was below par. It was horrendous, to say the least. I mean, we can't say because Rasmus is out, that's why we play horrendous football. Like, that's just a very lame excuse. I'm not taking that excuse to say, oh, because Rasmus was out, we played horrible football. Yesterday, we just played horrible football. Like, we were not creating chances. And even when we were creating chances, we're not taking them on. A lot of players were selfish. Our performance was below par. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first point. I think for a lot of people, we realize the importance of Rasmus Højlund. Like, Rasmus, like I say in a lot of videos, his Honda play is very underrated. So as his positional sense, as well as his instinct as a striker. These three things, I feel like people underrate Rasmus Højlund. Like, they don't rate him highly. But when we remove Rasmus, when we remove a natural number 9 from Manchester United, right, we saw how we were failing to perform. Like, let's look at Rashford and look at Rasmus. Yesterday, Rashford was failing to hold up play and bring the other players into play. He was failing to hold on to the ball. Marcus Rashford, I'll forever say this, is not a striker. He is not a number 9. We have forced him to be a number 9. We have forced him to play we forced him to play as a striker. He is not a striker. Rashford is a good player off of the wing and not as a striker. That is not his number. He could not hold up play. There was no natural striking instinct from him. You are not finding him in and around the 18-yard area. He was in the wings. So now the 18-yard area, even if Dalot wants to cross it, and even if anyone wants to cross it, there was no one to meet those balls. So, like, them crossing the ball yesterday was practically useless, right? What else? No natural instinct, no natural number 9 instinct whatsoever. We saw the gap that Rasmus Højlund left yesterday. Rasmus is always good at pressing the defenders. He's a nuisance versus defenders. He's always fighting defenders. Most of the time, especially if we're wearing the white kit, you'll see by the time Rasmus is being subbed off, his kit is like brown and it's dirty because he's always fighting off defenders. Rashford, I don't know. What was Rashford doing yesterday? Like, literally, can someone comment down in the comment section? What was Rashford doing yesterday? What did Rashford offer us yesterday? Like, someone please tell me. Did he even have a shot on target? I don't know. What did Rashford offer us yesterday? I think he did. But yeah, he didn't offer us anything. So listen, for those people who underrate Rasmus and those people who say, oh no, he's not good, etc. I hope you all noticed how important Rasmus is for Manchester United. I hope you all really did, because you could see the difference with Rasmus when we have Rasmus playing and when we don't have a natural number 9 like Rasmus Højlund playing. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the second point. I hope you could see that Rasmus is a very integral and important part of Manchester United. Now the third point that I have for us, ladies and gentlemen, is questionable tactics by Erik ten Hag, who for me I think partially has to take the blame for yesterday's game. Now listen, for sure, what's his name? What's that kid's name? I have nothing against the kid. Like, the kid was making a debut. We were all expecting something. The kid did not deliver. Like, we're not gonna bash the kid, okay? It happens. Why on earth did Erik ten Hag leave out Ahmad? Is my question. And Anthony. Now, I know a lot of fans don't like Anthony, granted. For me, I'm like, listen, Anthony can come out good for us, ladies and gentlemen. Like, let's give him time. I'm there, right? But like, why did he start for sure? And even then, why did for sure? What's his name? For sure? What? For sure? I don't know. Why did he let the kid stay that long after the second half? Like, I don't understand. The kid was non-existent the whole first half. Even in the second half, like, yes, he was trying to make impact, but still on that right side, he gave us absolutely nothing. Not trying to be hard on the kid. It's his first debut. He shouldn't be hard on himself. We understand. Listen, the senior players are supposed to step up for the kid. Like, they're supposed to help him. But the kid was non-existent. I honestly did not expect him to come out in the second half. I have no clue why Erik ten Hag decided to continue with the kid. We had Ahmad on the bench. We had Anthony on the bench. Come on. Like, it is not that bad. Anthony is not that horrible of a player. And neither is Ahmad. I feel like at the second half, immediately second half was clocking. We should have put either Ahmad or Anthony. There was absolutely no balance in that team. Listen, we had a good left side. Oh my God, Lindelof, no. We had a good left side attacking there with Garnacho, but the right was absolutely non-existent. Dalot was trying to do two things. He was trying to be the right winger as well as the right back. For sure, I don't know the kid's name, my apologies, was nowhere to be seen. He should not have been left that long on the pitch. We are fighting for points. I know we want to give kids debut. I know we want to be good and kind, but we don't have time. These are the last games of the season. Right? It was absolutely ridiculous. Why on earth did he remove Kobbie Mainoo? Like, I get Casemiro got injured, which for me, Casemiro is another topic, right? Why did he remove Mainoo? When he removed Mainoo, our midfield was open. I was even like, this game is over. Listen, the look on my face when he removed Mainoo and put in Eriksen and Scott McTominay. We had, ladies and gentlemen, a midfield of Scott, Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes. Who amongst these three was supposed to be our holding midfielder? I don't understand. Like, at a certain point, I honestly saw Eriksen as a sitting defensive midfielder. He was playing as our number 6. In what world, honestly, is Eriksen your number 6? In what world? I was confused. I was like, what? Eriksen was our CD. In what world is Eriksen your cover? Like, and people were surprised when we considered the second goal. I was not. I kept on telling my mom, yes, Manchester United managed to equalize with Harry Maguire. But I kept on telling her, the more we keep on pressing for the second goal, these guys are going to break and they're going to score. And lo and behold, that is what happened. That goal that Fulham ended up scoring towards the end of the game was not a shocker. For many people who understand football, we saw it coming. We honestly saw it coming. We had no cover. I don't understand. Like, I need someone to sit down with me and explain to me what was going through Erik ten Hag's mind when he decided to kill off our midfield and open the door. Eriksen wasn't going to run and track back. McTominay was always found forward. Bruno Fernandes yesterday was just horrible. So I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, what? What was the plan? After we removed Mainoo, Casemiro. Where is Sofian Amrabat? Is he injured as well? Is that something I need to check? Is Sofian injured? Like, I need to see these things because We were left with no cover. The back line was left with no cover. I've been told, right, for the longest period of time that I've watched football, you need a CDM sitting in front of the back four to protect the back four. In case one of the players at the back four is caught out of position, the CDM comes back and makes that line, right? That's what your CDM does. So now, neither Eriksen, Scott, nor Bruno Fernandes is going to do that. Oh my gosh, Eriksen. You know what? It just pissed me off. The tactics by Erik Ten Hag yesterday were questionable. Like, how on earth do you expect Bruno? Do you expect Scott and Eriksen? Like, was Scott McTominay meant to be our CDM? Because Scott was found everywhere near Rashford. Like, he was very much up front. So Eriksen was supposed to be our CDM. And in what world is Eriksen your CDM? Like, Erik Ten Hag, come on. How? Like, that tactic for me just absolutely confused me. And sometimes it's questionable things that Erik Ten Hag does like that make me question him. Like, do we really want him to continue coaching us? I don't understand. The fourth point, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time we let Casemiro go. I think it's time we let Lindelof go. I think it's time we let Maguire go. I think it's time we let Luke Shaw go. I know, surprise, surprise, I'm a huge Luke Shaw fan. I think it's time we let Rashford go. Yes, I said it, Rashford. Marcus, I hear PSG want you, my guy. I think it's time. We love you. You're an academy graduate from Manchester United. We absolutely love you, a Manchester United player in and out, but it is time for him to go. Another player that I think we have to let go is Eriksen. These players, for me, if Manchester United want to progress, open heart surgery, ladies and gentlemen, is what we need. And these players, for me, have to go. I hear Varane is also going in the summer. I'm not sure. But listen, all these players have to go. I absolutely love the balance and the experience that Casemiro brings to Manchester United, to the midfield, but it's time to go. He's so red card prone, he's so yellow card prone, getting injuries here and there. Like, I just think it's time for Casemiro to go. Like, let's find a better, younger version of Casemiro. I'm not saying Casemiro is not a good player. I think he's an amazing player, but I think it's time for Casemiro to go. Eriksen, I think it's time we cut our losses. What does he bring to our team? I know he's good with the passes. I know he's the other player aside from Bruno who's technically capable. But listen, he's slow. He doesn't offer us anything most of the times. It's time for him to go. Victor Lindelof also, I don't think he played horribly versus Fulham, but I just think, listen, if he can be bullied easily, there was that chance for Fulham where he was easily bullied off the ball. I think it's time for Lindelof to go. Harry Maguire, I absolutely love the guy. He has fought through all the bullying and everything and has come out good. But I don't think he's the quality for Manchester United, the standards that we have. Nah, I think Harry Maguire must go. Who else? Rashford. Listen, I absolutely love Rashford. Listen, he's from the academy. We've seen him grow. We've seen him come out and be the best player that we've seen him, the best version. But I think it's time Rashford cuts his losses and leaves Manchester United. Versus Fulham, he offered us absolutely nothing. And I just feel like it's time for Rashford to move. His love for Manchester United will always be there. I believe he loves the club. I believe he has a passion for the club. But I think sometimes when you stay in the same place for a long period of time, it's not healthy for you. And for Marcus Rashford, I think he's outgrown Manchester United. I think he needs a new challenge. Maybe Paris Saint-Germain, right? I think it's time for Rashford to go. Luke Shaw, I absolutely love Luke Shaw. Listen, he brings so much balance to Manchester United. When he's not there, you could see the gap. But we can't have a left full back who is not fit half the time, half the season. It is not sustainable. I love Luke Shaw, but it's time to let Luke go. So ladies and gentlemen, those are my points with regards to the Fulham versus Manchester United game. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but listen, those are my thoughts with that game. It was a horrible performance. It was so sad. Listen, we should be steamrolling Fulham. We should be beating Fulham clean. And yet Fulham was teaching Manchester United how to play the game. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh no, we didn't have Højlund, we didn't have Martinez. Who did Fulham have? Which player do Fulham have that we can say on paper is actually better than Manchester United players? There is none, right? So Manchester United on paper, with or without Rasmus, Martinez, Luke Shaw, has to be able to beat Fulham. They're supposed to be better than Fulham. Manchester United is supposed to have better quality players, right, as opposed to Fulham. So this whole issue of no, we have injuries, I don't think we should live in that excuse. It is time we left that excuse. Manchester United should be able to have the squad depth, should be able to have good players at every position, 2 or 3 great players for each and every position. So listen, we are to blame for this whole issue. The Glazers, everyone is to blame. So ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to go through a few player ratings for the Fulham versus Manchester United game. And the first player we're going to go through is Onana. For me, Onana, I'm going to give him a 5. Arts and crafts, ladies and gentlemen, arts and crafts. Now I'm going to give Onana a 5 simply because... Yeah, I'm going to give Onana a 5 because simply I don't blame him for any of the goals. Maybe he could have done better for the second one, but listen, I'm not going to blame Onana that badly. I think he was one of the positives. He tried his best, but listen, he's just playing with a horrible team. So Onana, I'm going to give him a 5. Diogo Dalot, listen, I'm going to give Dalot a 6, right? 6. Because I just think, even if Dalot, I think, did not play that amazingly well, if you see who was his partner yesterday, the kid wasn't really playing as much, right? So he was really doing a lot. He was doing a lot of the work. Like I said, he was the right winger as well as the right back. And Dalot has played a lot of games. Like fatigue will eventually kick in, and I feel so bad for him. But listen, I'm gonna give him a 6. I think he actually played well. Not the best, but I think he played well given the circumstances that he was in. Varane, I'm gonna give him I'm going to give Rafael Varane a 5. I think he was quiet the whole game, but I think he still managed to hold down Fulham. I mean, considering the fact that they had no protection by the midfield yesterday. When Casemiro left and Maino left, they tried their best, but listen, they were left to drown, okay? They had no protection whatsoever. So listen, I think he tried. 5 for Varane. Maguire, I'm going to give him a 6, simply because he scored the goal. You could see the determination in Harry Maguire. 6, right? You could see he was so determined until he got his goal. And listen, it's good to see Maguire in the way he's performing, right? He's kind of sort of in form. But yeah, so Maguire, Varane, I'll give them 5 and 6 because I feel like Erik ten Hag threw them out there in the line of fire with no protection whatsoever. So listen, they did their best. Lindelof, I'm just gonna give him a 4. Lindelof never convinces me as a left fullback. I think we're just limping at this point. Lord knows where Malaysia is, right? So, and Amrabat, I don't know where he is. So Victor Lindelof, I'm gonna give him a 4 simply because I think he held himself down. I was expecting goals to come off from his side, but it wasn't that bad, okay? He's trying. But listen, I still feel like Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, they need to go. So yeah. Casemiro, I'm going to give him a 4. It's sad how he left, a 4. But together with the team, I didn't think he played well yesterday. I just didn't think he was in the game as much. He wasn't covering as much. Anyway, there was no coordination in the team. So I'm going to give Casemiro a 4. Maino, I'm going to give the kid a 5 because he's been playing with professionals. And these are players that are supposed to have the experience, but every single time Kobe keeps on outplaying Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. They are literally not helping the kid. But listen, I also don't think Kobe played well. And who did play well? The performance was horrible. I don't think the squad helped him that much. So listen, I give Kobe 5. I love Kobe Maino, but like, listen, this is as much as I can give him. There's no one who... I don't think I gave anyone a 7. Wait, we'll see. Okay, who's next? We have Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, I was gonna give him a 7, right? I was gonna give Bruno a 7 because I think he worked hard yesterday. Like, he was everywhere. But then I saw a video making rounds on Twitter of how annoying he was when he fell. He started going after the referee after the game ended. Like, we don't know what he was complaining about, which totally frustrated me because, like, we had a bad performance. The referee did his job. There was nothing to blame the referee about. So I don't know why Bruno was moaning left, right, and center. So I cancelled off the 7 and I'm going to give Bruno a 1. because I honestly don't expect Bruno, with that experience and his quality, to be acting like that. We played horribly. We should take the L and move on and not going after the referee. So 1 for Bruno Fernandes. Ladies and gentlemen, the next player we're going to go is for sure. I'm going to give the kid a 2. Like, no offense. I'm not going to be bad. I'm not bashing him. I feel like it's his first game, a debut for the kid, and I think he was nervous, nerves kicking. It's human to be nervous, and it's human on your first day to not do so well. So listen, the kid shouldn't beat himself up. It's normal to not perform so well on your first day of a job. Listen, for sure, I gave him a 2, but I'm sure the kid will come good one day, right? We all start from somewhere. Who else? Rashford. I'm gonna give Marcus Rashford a 1. Purely 1. I don't know what Rashford did yesterday. Can someone tell us what he was doing? But what did he offer us? Nothing. 1. He was running but not doing anything. He wasn't pressing. He was not holding up play. He did absolutely nothing. Rashford was playing in the game yesterday, but he wasn't seen. So Rashi 1. I still love you though. We have Garnacho, who I think yesterday was horrible in his decision making, which is now becoming a problem. Garnacho, you need to learn to pass the ball. It's not every single time that you have to shoot. Maybe he was doing that because there was no number 9 in there to receive the balls. But listen, I think the kid can be a little bit selfish, and sometimes we should be benching him. But listen, Garnacho, I'm gonna give you a 3 for effort, right? E for effort. So yeah, 3 for Garnacho. Listen, I don't think he played well. I don't think he played well like the Garnacho we know. The whole team yesterday didn't play well. So yeah, listen, it's not anything against Garnacho. I just didn't think he played well. McTominay, I'm gonna give him a 3. Why am I giving McTominay? No, actually, I'm gonna give Scott. What did Scott do? Nothing, literally. Really? What did he do? Nothing. Where is the 2? Oh, I'm gonna give Scott a 2. Because he came on the pitch and played. That's why I'm going to give him a 2. But yeah, I'm giving Scott a 2. I think he was... he didn't offer us anything. There was that one chance where he could have passed the ball, but he did not. Like, instinct, guys. Instinct. I'm going to give Eriksen a 1. I don't know what Eriksen offers us. Honestly, to be honest, like, he doesn't offer us anything. I think it's time to cut our losses and to sell Eriksen. Ahmad, I'm going to give Ahmad a... I'm gonna give Ahmad a 2 simply because I think he had nothing to show for it, okay? And that's not his fault. Manchester United were playing horribly yesterday and they threw him in that horribleness. When they could have thrown him in nice games, but they decided to throw him in that horrible game. So listen, I don't blame Ahmad, but I'm gonna give him a 2. And then we have Anthony, who practically did nothing. And listen, I don't think we can rate Anthony anyway because he wasn't offered anything. So ladies and gentlemen, Anthony for me gets a not applicable, I think. And for Erik ten Hag, I'm going to give him 1, and this is for organizing the team and bringing them to the stadium to come and play. Apart from that, his tactics were horrible. The substitutions were horrible. His tactics with the substitutions were absolutely horrendous. So listen, Erik ten Hag gets a 1 for me, and I think he should get partial blame for the loss versus Fulham. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that's all I had for you guys today. Comment down in the comment section, what do you think about my player ratings? Do you think I gave some players too highly or too low? Maybe I wasn't fair with some of the players. I would love to hear all your comments. So that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much guys for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Bye.